Woo! I got some good stuff. Okay, so the thing that I want to talk about is the concert that I performed 2 days ago. So, as you know, I'm in a new band. We've been playing for a little over 2 months now. It's called Skratz. It's awesome, and hopefully, we're going to be playing a lot more shows in the future. So, basically, we had a. Light's a little harsh. There we go. Basically, we had the show planned for about a month, and we had a month to write 5 songs, 5 brand new songs, to play the show. My friend Nathan, the guitarist, he organized the whole thing, and he got him and a bunch of other people of his social group to perform at the Dirty Dog in Austin. It's on 6th Street. Not the greatest venue, I'll admit. It's a dive bar, but you know what? It's publicity, and whatever helps. So whole day was just a whirlwind of emotion, of problems, of fun. It was just a really chaotic day, but ultimately it did lead to a really fun and really good concert, I felt. This is the first legitimate concert I've played at an actual venue with a sound check and all that. So there were some hiccups in there, but I'll get to that in a little bit. So to summarize the events, we played a 30-minute set. We were the openers of the concert itself. That's our band Skratz, and so the whole day leading up to that was one that was really stressful. So to start, the show was at 8:30, but we wanted to get there at least 2 hours early so we could help set up and get everything organized and do sound check. And that meant we had to leave during rush hour traffic on a Wednesday. So that was not a lot of fun at all. That was terrible. Rebecca Bieber, a former student at Meridian, is our rhythm guitarist and synth player. So she was driving one car to load with all of the equipment in, and Nathan and his friend Alex were driving another with the rest of the equipment, and I was with Becca. So we had to navigate through Austin traffic for a good hour or so before we finally made it to the venue, and even then it wasn't even open yet, so we had to wait a little while longer. And we had finally gotten to the venue, had finally found a place to park, and our car stalled. It broke down. So that was a whole other issue, another can of worms, that eventually got resolved. Her dad came and towed the car and fixed it up. And from there, it was game time. We had everything set up within 30 minutes. We had sound check ready to go. And eventually, 8:15 rolled around, we did sound check, and I had no idea what I was doing because I've never done a sound check before. So it turns out that a lot of the mixes, a lot of the stuff between the drums, the rhythm guitar, and the lead guitar were just completely screwed up. So while we were playing everything right, it didn't sound good according to the audience, which was mostly our parents and friends and family. They said that it sounded good, like they could hear everything, but it could have been better. So this is a really, really good learning experience, not only for me, but for Becca and Nathan as well, when it comes to musical engineering and learning how to work with venues on sound check and stuff like that. I mean, I've never had my drum kit mic'd before. I'm used to just playing as loud as I can and praying for the best, like I did with Urban Goats. But this is a very different case. The thing that I love about Skratz is that this is our own music. This is it's like taking 5-year babies and presenting them to the world after no one's ever seen them. While in Urban Goats, it was just a cover band. So this is a very different experience and a very different mindset for me to be in. I was less nervous playing with Skratz than I was for Urban Goats for some reason. I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that with Urban Goats, we were playing songs that everybody had heard already. So if you mess up, almost said a bad word, if you mess up, then everyone's going to hear it and it's going to suck. But with Skratz, with the new music that we're making, no one's ever heard these tracks before up until when we played. So it was really interesting, working through the mistakes and navigating through that to make it sound coherent and make it sound good. And with this reflection, I'm going to be including a picture of the finished poster that we had, as well as a full like live taping of the show from my dad's Facebook. If you can't access it, I'll see if I can find another way to get the video, or I'll see if I can get pictures. But anyways, this was like a really, really interesting, challenging experience for me as a musician and as a IB student. This really helped me learn how to navigate through really complex social situations with other people that I've never met. The sound check guy, he was kind of rude. He was, he didn't really mix it that well. We had to really kind of fight him on that. And, this is also just a really good life experience for me as well, because I don't really get out of the house that often. And going all the way to 6th Street to play a show for random people is invigorating, and it's really fun. And honestly, I hope I get to do it again. Maybe not at the Dirty Dog, maybe somewhere closer to Round Rock. But this is like the beginning to a whole new chapter of my life, and this is like the perfect opening to my senior year. I'm going to be doing one more reflection today. I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to make another one over this week because I'm going to be in the UK. Yeah, I'm going to be flying over to London with my dad for the first week of school, so I won't see you guys until maybe next Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. So it'll be a while. But I hope you're having a good day. I hope everything is going well. I hope you had a good summer. And I'll see you at school. All right. Ciao.